This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go. 8 read.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Tighten up. Takes 3. 218. Chopper. Right up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready,
the
set.
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Y'all not ready.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. It's Hughes. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side. The ball, I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, team 6.
Back to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Greystone travel. Snap.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
We own next. It's set.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check nine. Check. Hey. Hold.
King now looking to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's King throwing it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Blue draw Corkins.
Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, defense, let's go. Mike's 50. Watch the curl.
Ready?
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50.
Lee Griffin.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Switch. Switch.
Operating from the gun, King. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. King to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to throw. King to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Tap. O'Neal. Joker.
Now King throwing on 3rd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Protein spill. Bravo.
2nd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Ready up.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pick up there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Okay, ready?
58, 58 is Mike.
Hey, Echo.
It's just me and you.
5.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
Yes, yes. Hey, Zoo.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Who that? Who that?
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
58, boys.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. I'm trying to collect. They go.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The first down pass intended for Richie James. Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Yo, go, go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, high 7.
Mike.
Lee Griffin.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The second down pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Got it.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. But it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. James has got it. Complete. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down.
Complete to Richie James. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Let's go.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martinez. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
To throw is King. To throw on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
King from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Go 58's the mic. Yeah, that's what I do.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Third and 13.
Come on. 64, weak. Mike, 58.
Hey, exit.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Hatchet. Check 26, check 26.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Blue draw corkers.
Watch the ship.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Hey, seam 6. 5.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike's 50.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Under 10. 10.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They're running it. Hey, check Mike 57.
Back to throw. King. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. King. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. King now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's King, throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Johnson running right. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football, so I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down.
Here we go. Set. 50 to Pittsburgh. Haywood. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Wild Bill. 57. Mike 57. There we go.
Looking to throw. King. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Let's go, baby.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Look at me. Zipper.
Shoot.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Pass.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
You ain't going nowhere.
At the 16.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught inside the 5. 11 yards for number 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey. Check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 5.
2nd and 2. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Packers 3.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. It's okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Oakland, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.